Beginners course. Today is session number 5. I'm Anirudh and we are SIFF Young Artists. We nurture the artists in you. So if you're joining us for the first time, then I would like to inform you that this is a 6-month long course and we are here live every Monday at 4 p.m. So if this is the first time you're joining, make sure to join us from next week every Monday at 4 p.m. And the sessions last for about 35 to 40 minutes and we take you through different topics in Western vocals. And you will also have a lot of PDFs and material available for you guys in the description box once the live has ended. So if this is the first time you're joining us, finish this live session and then go back to the previous 4 and have a look so that all the concepts are clear before next week. Okay then, so if you have anything else in the comments, anything else to suggest, you can put it down in the comments below and we'll have a look and try to answer them as much as possible. Okay, great then. I think for those of you who have joined us in the past few weeks, you know the drill. So let's quickly start off with the simple warm-ups. So let's just do it for 2 to 3 minutes and then let's move forward with some very, very interesting topics that we have lined up for you guys today. Okay, so quickly let's do the body warm-ups. The first thing is the shoulder drop. Inhale. Exhale and drop your shoulders. One more time. Great. So now the neck exercises. Move your neck right to left. Up to down. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Great job. Hope that's warmed you up. And the next thing is the face exercises first. So try to open it horizontally and vertically, stretch it as much as possible and then slowly close your mouth. One more is upwards. Great. So this would have loosened up the muscles in your mouth and in your cheeks. So now the tongue exercise. So stretch your tongue downwards as far as it goes and then pull it back. Once again. Great. So now the last one is the yawn technique, as you all remember, to free up your throat. So force yourself to yawn. One more time. Great job. So you're doing it right if you feel your larynx move downwards. Right? Okay. So now I got one more question from most of you that you were having a bit of confusion with the lip trills. Means you were losing the lip, that is the lips were touched and then when you were doing the lip trills they were moving away, so it was airy. So to correct that, what we could do, as I told you, you can press your cheeks. And then a few of you also had doubts with the low notes, the middle notes and the high notes. So let me show that to you guys once again. So now when we are talking about the low notes, you need to take some low notes in your range which you're comfortable with. Hold your fingers like this or like this and make a burr sound. That is in your low register. The middle. And then the high. Once you do all of these and once you're comfortable, once you're fully warmed up, then slowly try to go through your whole range from low to high and back. Don't worry if you run out of breath, just do it a few times and you'll get it. Hope that clears the doubt. If there's anything else, put them down in the comments below and we'll go in further detail in the next session. Okay, then today we are looking at some really important topics. So let me quickly tell you what the topics are. That is, we are seeing firstly on how to sing in tune. That was one question which we get pretty much every session. That is how to sing in key or in pitch or in tune. And the next topics are chords, arpeggios, and octaves. So we'll go in detail to that. So let me quickly share PDF material with you. So hope you can see this. So here, as you can see, the main topic for today is chords, arpeggios, and octaves, but singing in tune is something that's really important. So the best way you could do this is, let us first take a look at the definition there. So singing in tune essentially means singing the right pitches at the right times in a piece of music, right? So if you need to sing, that is the pitch you need to hit in a song. You cannot hit any other pitch, right? You can't hit or you have to hit the same pitch. So you need to match that. So that is essentially, in simple terms, what singing in tune is. And this is very important when there are jumps and leaps, right? So when you're just going up and down the scale or the solfege notes that we learned before, if you're just going do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, it's sort of easier to stay in tune. But when you have jumps, right? Say, imagine you're going from do, so you're going do, re, mi, fa, so do, so, and then, or you're jumping octaves, what I showed you there, do, and then do in the next octave. So if this is a bit confusing to you guys, we will show you in detail, don't worry. So basically, singing in tune is really important, right? So exercise to do this is very simple. You can play a C note on an instrument. If you have an instrument with you, you can take the instrument. So I have my guitar with me. You might not be able to see me right now, but I'll show it to you. So I will be playing a C note here. So let me quickly, yeah, you can see me now. So I'm playing a C note here. So I'm matching the pitch. Say for example, if I need to match this, but I'm singing something a little higher, say this is not matched, right? So how we tune our guitars, right, with our tuning keys here, by turning them, we can also tune our voice to the correct pitch. So if I'm playing this, I need to hit that, but if I'm hitting I need to come down and tune myself to hit the correct pitch. And say for example I'm hitting something lower, is correct, but if I'm hitting if you see, I came up and I hit the correct pitch. So that is how you can tune yourself. This may not be very easy if you're doing it for the first time. So, and if you also don't have an instrument, I've already recommended this app to you guys before. It's called Perfect Piano. I don't know if this is a C3 note. And then you can pitch it accordingly. Another app which is very useful in case you're finding it hard to know if you are hitting the right note even after pitching up or down. Another app which can really help you is called Tuner Pitched. It's TUNERPITCHED. It looks something like this. It shows you the exact note that you're singing. Say for example, let me sing that's a C3. So it's showing me a C3 and that I'm singing it accurately. Say if I'm singing a little higher, I tuned myself down and I came to a C. So this is a great app. So if you don't have an instrument, if you cannot do this by yourself, download the Perfect Piano app on one phone, the Tuner Pitched app on the other, play a note, try to match it, and if it's not matching, tune yourself down and use the Tuner Pitched app to refer back if you're singing the correct pitch, right? So this is a great way to start singing in tune. Now let me go back to the PDF. So in the PDF, it says play a C note on an instrument or a keyboard app. Make sure the notes match. If you're singing higher or lower, you have to tune yourself down or up to match it. So that's exactly what we did now. And the next exercise is, once you can sing the C note, you can try with other individual notes and patterns of multiple notes. So basically, initially you start off by singing single notes, and then you can do it with multiple notes. Say for example, we're doing the solfege scale, do, re, mi, or do, mi. Directly, if we are having a melody which just goes do, mi, and you need to know if you're singing it correctly, you can play it on your instrument or you can play it on the app and sing it and check with the Tuner Pitched app to see if you're hitting the correct notes. So start off with single notes and then you can move on to patterns with 2, 3, 4 notes. So once that is clear, now let us see the main concept for today, that is chords, arpeggios, and octaves. So chords are basically multiple notes, usually 3, played at the same time are called chords, right? Say for example, if I have a guitar and I am playing multiple notes at the same time, this is a chord. And singers cannot sing, a single singer cannot sing a chord, right? So it's 3 notes, so you will need 3 people, one to sing and the other to sing and the other to sing So when they sing it together, or when you play it on an instrument like this, it's known as a chord, right? So let's go back to the PDF. The next topic is arpeggios. So here you can see when the notes of the chord are sung or played individually, that is one by one, not together, it is called an arpeggios. So arpeggios are great vocal exercises to help you develop better pitching, right? So you can even arpeggiate on a simple solfege note pattern. So I'll show you what the difference is on an instrument between an arpeggio and a chord, right? So obviously you can't sing chords if you're singing alone, but if you're singing an arpeggio, you can. Or if you're playing it on an instrument, you can play a chord as well. So this is a chord and this is an arpeggio. So I'm able to sing an arpeggio, but I can't sing all 3 notes of a chord, right? So you can play the chord on an instrument and you can sing So this is what arpeggios are. So when you can arpeggiate different notes in the solfege scale or the solfege note patterns, then it would help you in developing pitching exercises for yourself, right? So now if we go back to what an octave is an interval that is the 8th note away from the starting note of the scale. So if we take the solfege patterns, we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So if you see, the last do that we sang is the 8th note, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is number 8. So 8th note is called as an octave. So that would be do, 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 do. That is the interval of an octave. Why 8 is referred to as octaves? Because you might have heard oct used for an octopus, right? So octopus means it has 8 limbs. So that is why the animal is called as an octopus. In a similar way, it's easy to remember that an octave means the 8th note from the starting till the ending. So in solfege notes, it's do and do. An octave above do would be do. That's essentially what it means. So when we are singing the solfege scale in one stretch, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, it means we're covering one full octave. Now, with the definition of all of these, let me quickly show you how different it would be if I play. So let me sing something simple to you guys. If I play chords, say something like, today was gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. This I'm playing with chords. But now let me play the same thing while playing arpeggios on the instrument, right? This would be an arpeggio. When I'm playing the notes of a chord individually. So that would be, today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. So with a chord I'm strumming everything at once, but with an arpeggio I'm picking each note individually, right? So now as singers, how are arpeggios useful? So let me quickly show you some exercises that you can do. Great. So now that we've learned all of these, before we move on to arpeggio exercises, I would like to recap solfege skips. So skips are what we've done, if you remember in the last class. Starting from do, we're hitting all the other 7 notes that are in the solfege pattern, right? So it's do, re, and do, mi, and do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, and to the octave note of do again, right? So this is a great exercise to start understanding where your notes are with respect to your first note, and it's a great way to make it as a pitching exercise as well. So let's start with playing. So first I'll play it on the guitar so that you can see it, and then I'll show you myself playing and singing as well. So now let's take the solfege skips. So we have do, re, so we have do, re, we have do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa. So from do we need to sing each note. So do, that is do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, which is the octave note, right? So now let me quickly play it for you, and you guys have to guess which note it was. So try and guess this one. Let's keep it simple in the beginning. Let me play it for you again. If you guessed do, mi, you're perfectly right, because it is do, re, mi. So do, mi. Let me give you another one. That is do, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, so, do, so, right? Now this one. This is probably the easiest because you've sung the solfege note so many times. So it's do, re, do, re. Great, so it's the immediate note. So now let's try this one. Yes, that is the octave note. It's do, do, right? And then this one. If you guessed do, fa, you're absolutely correct. Do, re, mi, fa, do, fa. And the last one, let's try to guess this. Can you guess this? If you guess do, ti, You're perfectly right, because it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So it's do, ti. So great job. So this was the recap of the solfege skips. Now let me quickly take you to the arpeggios. So if you can see the exercise there, take a second to read it. It says the note intervals of 3, 5 and 8 from the root, root is basically where we start, that is do, are the most important and common intervals to practice. So if we see do, that is do is 1, so 3, 5 and 8. So 3 would be do mi, that is do re mi, so mi is 3, and do re mi fa so, so do so would be the fifth interval, and 8 is the octave, that is do do, right? So these are the three most common intervals that and the most important intervals that you see in a lot of songs, especially if you're into contemporary and pop music. So these intervals, strengthening these intervals is a very, very important thing you need to do as a singer. So here are some fun exercises to build on the solfege skips. So let's take a look what it says. So if you see, the first one is do mi so, then it's do mi so do, then do re so. So if you see, we are basically skipping different notes in the solfege patterns, but we're singing multiple notes. Like the skips, we're not just doing 2 notes from do to another, but we're also doing 3 or 4 notes in some cases here. So these are basically arpeggios on the solfege notes, right? So let us quickly take a look at how these would sound. Okay, so we have do. So the first one is do mi so, right? So sing it with me. So this is 1 3 5. If there are 8 notes, it's 1 3 5, right? Do mi so, and backwards would be so mi do. So do mi so, so mi do. Now I'll just play do, and I want you guys to sing the other 2 notes. So this is do. So if you sang do mi so, great job. And now backwards, so, so mi do, right? Great. Now let's just add the octave note to that. That is, we're adding the do, the higher do as well. That's the octave note, right? So do mi so do, do so mi do, do mi so do, do so mi do. Great job. Now let's just do it with reference of do. I'll play the do and sing it for you, and I want you guys to sing do mi so do, do so mi do, right? So 1 2 3, do, do. Great. So that is do mi so do, do so mi do. So if you're doing this on a keyboard, right, it's very easy. You just start off on the white key, the first white key that you see, that is C, and you can just play it as C, D, E, F. So it's basically C, D, E, F, G, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you can just play around with those notes. You don't have to worry about the black keys. Just take the white keys, start from C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You can do the same pattern. So that's a quick hack for you guys. Now let's go to the third one. This is not using the third interval, but we are switching up with starting with the second interval. So now we have do, do, re, correct? So we have do, re, so, do, re, right? So it is do, re. So that would be very easy for all of you. Do, re, because we sing do, re, mi, fa, right? So, but here we don't have the mi and the fa. We directly jump to so. So do, re, and this one is so. So do, re, so, do, re, so, so, re, so, re, do, re, so, so, re, do. Got it? Now I'll just give you the do and you guys can try it out. Do. Great. So one last time. Do, re, so, so, re, do. Great job. Now let's look at another of the notes which is there within the first 5 notes itself. That is note number 4. The interval 4 is fa, right? So now we have done do, mi, so and do, re, so. It's our turn to do do, fa, so. So here we're skipping re and mi. So we don't have do, re, mi. We're directly going to do, fa, so, right? So do, fa, so. And backwards would be so, fa, do. So it's do, fa, so, so, fa, do. Now you do it. Do. Great job. So last time do, fa, so, so, fa, do. Great. So now let's also pay some attention to the octave note, that is do. So do, do, right? In between we are playing the fifth, that is do, do, so, do. If any of you here have practiced any Carnatic or Hindustani music, Indian classical music, this is the most common warm-up that you would see. You would see it as sa, ba, sa, ba, sa. Because whether it's Indian or Western music, the 5th and the 8th intervals, that's the octave, are very, very important, right? It's the building block of most scales and most melodies that you hear. So let's do it. Do, so, do, do, so, do, and while coming back, do, so, do. So you guys do it. Do. Great job. Last time. Do, so, do, so, do, do, so, do. Right? Now the last two, that is do, la, do and do, ti, do. So we have this is our la. So we have that is so do, la, do, and the octave, right? Because do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. So we have to sing la and no ti but do. So we have do, 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 la, do, and backwards do, la, do, do, la, do, and do, la, do. So now you guys try it out. Do, do. Great. So it is do, la, do, la, do. Great job. Now the last one is do, ti, and do, right? So it's basically, it's do, ti, do, ti, do. Backwards is do, ti, do, right? These are very big jumps, so you might not be able to get them easily. So try to do it with reference of an instrument. So do, and backwards, do. So one last time. Do, ti, do, do, ti, do. Great job, guys. That was wonderful. So now that we have done this, and I'm sure you guys have got the first song, that is Do a Dear, well, and all of you can sing it now. That was a really fun song to sing, right? So now the next song we have, which I gave those of you who attended the fourth session a sneak peek of, is It's a Beautiful Day. So you can see the lyrics here. I will quickly play you guys the song as well, so you guys can listen to it first with reference to the lyrics, and then I will show you how to sing the first few lines, and we will be working on this song for the next few sessions. So let me play it for you now.
See the sun shining in the window. Time to start a new day. Can't you hear the songbirds singing? They're gonna sing out loud and say that it's a beautiful day for running in the sun. A beautiful day has just begun. A beautiful day to do what I wanna do. It's a beautiful day just to be alive. A beautiful day, so glad that I've got a beautiful day, and I like to share it with you. Look around, there's a world of beauty, from the mountains to the sea, and there's a wonder around every corner, awaiting there for you and me. And it's a beautiful day for running in the sun. A beautiful day has just begun. A beautiful day to do what I wanna do. It's a beautiful day just to be alive. A beautiful day, so glad that I've got a beautiful day, and I like to share it with you. I like to share it with you. I wanna share it with you.
Great. So hope you guys like that one. Now let's have a first look at how to go about singing the song, right? So you will also have the karaoke track for this one and the lyric video track for this one on the SIFF Young Artist YouTube channel. It's already been uploaded, so you guys can refer to that one as well, and you can find the lyric PDF in the description box below once the live is done. So now let's take a look at just the verse section. So for those of you, some of you might have a question of what is verse 1, what is chorus, what is verse 2, what is chorus again, what's outro, and all of that. So to simplify it for you, for most of you up north, you might have heard of the terms antara and mukhada. So basically verses are the antara and the chorus is the mukhada of a track. So the chorus is the most important part of the track, and that's usually where the title of the song is as well, and that's the part that's repeated the most, right? So that is how people know what song it is. And in down south we call it Pallavi and Charana. So Pallavi is basically what do you say, the main hook or the chorus, and the charanas are the verses, right? So basically that is how it's called in Western music. Now let us take a look at us singing the first verse. So it goes. So let me just run you through the melody first. See the sun shining in the window. See the sun shining in the window. Got it? Next. So let me play it for you once fully and then let's break it down. See the sun shining in the window. Next. Time to start a new day. Can't you hear the songbirds singing? They're gonna sing out loud and say. So the first and the third line have the same tune, and the second and the fourth line have the same tune. So the first and the third would go. See the sun shining in the window. So, see the sun shining in the window. Repeat after me. See the sun shining in the window. See the sun shining in the window. Time to start a new day. So, second line is time to start a new day. So you go a bit higher there. Time to start a new day. So between start and you go a little high. Time to start a new day. And the way you pronounce it is not new, but you can just flow in with the word by singing new day, right? And then the next third line is the same as the first. Can't you hear the songbirds singing? So the same as see the sun shining in the window. And there's a slight variation in the way the word singing is done, but most of the tune is the same, right? Can't you hear the songbirds singing? And the last line is the same as 2. That is, they're gonna sing out loud and say. So same, you go a bit higher. So let's do the whole thing one at a time. So let me sing each line and I want you guys to repeat it, right? See the sun shining in the window. Time to start a new day. Can't you hear the songbirds singing? They're gonna sing out loud and say. Great job, guys. Now, before we move on, let's also take a quick look at verse 2, but then next week we'll be recapping both, so don't worry. Because it's the same tune, I'm just going to look at verse 2 before we go to the chorus. So the chorus will be done next week. So the verse 2 is also the same tune, but just the lyrics are changed, right? So try to sing it with me now. Look around, there's a world of beauty, from the mountains to the sea. Great, so now your turn. Look around, there's a world of beauty. Go. From the mountains to the sea. Now the next 2 lines, repeat after me. There's a wonder around every corner. Your turn. So in this line, right, so you do not say the whole word around, but you say wander around every corner. So it sounds like round and not around. This is just done to sing in a smoother flow. So there's a wander around every corner. The last line, awaiting there for you and me. Again, you go high on the word for, right? So this is how it should sound, the whole thing. Look around, there's a world of beauty, from the mountain to the sea. There's a wonder around every corner, waiting there for you and me. Great job, guys. So I really want you guys to practice this, the verse sections at least, and you can also go back to the karaoke as well as the sing-along lyric video tracks that are in the YouTube channel and practice along with those as well. So hope you guys have liked this song. I'm really excited to look at this song because this is not as easy as the first one. So the more songs we do, they're gonna get slightly tougher, but nothing you guys cannot handle with the right practice, right? So great job once again. So if you don't have the SIFF Young Artist app, you can download it and you can find all the same material, the video, the PDFs and anything else related to this Western Vocals Beginners course on the app as well. So if you don't have it, download the app and download Perfect Piano and Tuner Pitched apps as well to help you sing better in tune, right? Practice the solfege skips, the arpeggio patterns that we did today. We'll be recapping them next week as well. And also work on the song. And I'll see you guys next week, Monday at the same time, 4 p.m. I'll see you guys there. Happy practicing, happy singing. Take care and have a great evening. Bye, guys.